Grand Rise, Grand Rise, Grand Rise. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Grand Rising, everybody, Grand Rising. As you guys know, I always give it to the three. So how are you guys doing this morning? I can't hear anybody. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Grand Rising, Miss Tracy. I'm gonna go ahead and make you the co-host so that if anybody does come in, you can help me out with getting them on the call. This is Dominique. We will be starting our call approximately at 33. We're gonna give everybody a little bit of time to get in to the calls. We're gonna go ahead and go with 33. But as soon as everyone gets on, we'll go ahead and start this call. But besides that, is everybody doing okay today? All right, well, I hope you guys are. Give us about one more minute and we'll go ahead and come back on.
Amazing.
Grand Rising, Araba, how are you? Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry, I'm doing great. Sorry.
it's okay. You're fine. It is 33. I will begin the call at this time. Grand Rise, Grand Rise. Happy Friday. Happy residual bag day. Happy payday. Wherever you are at in the world. I'm so happy that you decided to join me on this call today. I'm super duper excited. So I don't know if you guys remember from last week, but I asked you guys to write down 5 strengths and 5 weaknesses, and then tell me how you're going to make your weaknesses your strengths. If you are on the call at this time, please mute your lines just so that there's no interruptions. So, sorry, I gotta roll my windows down, guys, because it's like perfect weather here in Georgia. But my handy little notebook, and I just wanted to go over some of those things today. I'm just going to speak personally for myself about what some of my strengths and weaknesses are and how I plan to make my weaknesses my strengths. So I did want to pick up where we left off. So some of my strengths is that I'm pretty approachable. I'm a very caring person. I am relatable. I am loyal, and I'm very honest. I just did 5, but those are my 5. And my weaknesses, which are my favorite part, because that's what I'm working on now, is that I'm very emotional, and not just like any one emotion. I'm all of those emotions bottled up. So I'm extremely emotional. So my task was supposed to tell you guys how I can make that a strength. And I feel like lately what I've been doing is transmuting my emotional energy into my creative energy. So emotions hold a lot of weight, a lot of different characteristics, and I'm currently in the process of writing a book. And sometimes I can pull on my emotions to write better. And I constructed something so beautiful in the last week because I use my emotions to be creativity versus to be a challenge to me. So that was one of the things I did. I'm sorry, outside is too loud. So hope you guys. Okay. My next weakness is my mental wars within myself. I have a hard time fighting my mind. My mind is a beast. I have a lot of, fights within myself. So the strength that I can pull from that is wisdom, because I know that, because I know how my brain operates. I'm wise enough to overcome it because I know what's going on. I know the attacks. I know what's happening to my body. So being aware of that is also a strength. Time management. OMG. I am late to everything. And the crazy part about it is that I actually hate being late. It makes me have so much anxiety. I overly stress. I start sweating. I start getting panty. It's like disgusting. And all of this about being late, and it can be late anywhere. It can be late to meet a friend. It can be late for a call. It can be late for whatever. I am always late. And I don't like that about myself. Um, so I have to have an intense schedule. My whole summer calendar is planned out at this point, because if I don't have an intense schedule, if I don't have reminders, my phone goes off so much during the day. And you would think it's the G12 chat, but it is. But it is also my alarm. So I set a lot of alarms so that I can make that me having an intense schedule. So I'm staying on top of my weakness. Um, Another one of my weaknesses is that I am very crucial and very hard on myself. I am my biggest critic, but I feel like that also is a strength because it makes me, I don't want to say look perfect because that sounds terrible, but it makes me feel like a machine. And I like that. I like that I'm a well oiled machine that runs a certain kind of way, and I have high standards for myself. I hold myself to high standards. So that can be a strength and a weakness. But currently, I've only found those things to it. So I don't have much more on that. And my last weakness is isolation. When I get into a mood, I was in the military for about 12 years. And they used to have this thing called mandatory fund, right? Where the commander sees that the whole team is stressed out, right? We are tired. We are tired. Like we've had exercises, 12 hours in a gas mask, eating MREs in the field. I'm over you. I'm over everybody in this office. Get out of my face. So after all those big like exercises, they used to do what's called mandatory fun, which is where they force you to have a fun day. They shut down operations, they do a barbecue, you play tug of war, whatever. It's called mandatory fun. So my isolation, my way to keep that as a strength is to have mandatory fun, is basically what I call it. A lot of the times after you go through something traumatic or you overcome something that took a lot of your energy, I want to isolate myself. Which is what I've been doing lately, actually. I don't want to be around anybody. I have the tendency to overlook and overthink, well, not overlook, overthink and overanalyze what I've done or what had me in that situation, if that makes any sense. So if I feel like, because I am hard on myself, if I feel like I could have done better, or I could have been better, if I would have done this, this wouldn't have happened, or, this is why this is happening and blah, 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 blah. I go into this deep thought process and I end up isolating myself until I can fix the broken part in me, if that makes any sense, that made me react or made me do whatever. So I'm trying my hardest not to do that anymore. So instead, I'm forcing myself to have fun. I'm forcing myself to do photo shoots. I'm forcing myself to do panels. I'm forcing myself to chill with my friends. Um, whatever the case may be, I am forcing myself to have fun. So that is my 5 strengths and 5 weaknesses. I'm sorry if it was long-winded. I just wanted to get out those things to let you know that one, I am a human. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. We all fall short of greatness sometimes, but it's not about how we fall, it's about how we get back up. And I want to encourage everybody on the line to not stay in your defeated place, to overcome whatever it is that you're battling with. You are more than a conqueror. You are more than an overcomer. You are a child of God and you have qualities, properties, spiritual powers that allow you to be greater than your circumstances. And I just want everybody to tap into that, because it's super duper important that we do notice our worth, notice our greatness, because it's what makes us us. It's what makes us successful. It is how we're going to be able to achieve and overcome in this business. It is how we are going to be able to grow in this business. All of those things that are my strengths will help me to be a better chairman. All of those things that are my weakness will help me to be more grateful for being a better chairman. So I'm just super duper elated. I feel like the weight is definitely falling off of a lot of people's shoulders. We have gone to a new place and a shift in this new place in June. So I'm very excited for what June holds. I'm super duper excited for this event, my first event that will be happening on June 18th. This is about to be a brand new season of blessings, and y'all windows and y'all doors best be open, because when it comes, it is going to come in like a flood. And I hope that you are prepared, or somewhat prepared, for these blessings that are coming your way. This call today is really about encouragement, because I feel like so many times we're tasked to do things, or we're told to do things, or we're fussing or yelling or telling you be great, be better, whatever we're saying. But I really want to encourage spirit in you, soul of you, soul of Tracy, soul of Araba, soul of success. I believe that's Isis on the line that says Generation 12. Everybody's souls to be encouraged and not to feel so heavy in this season, because I believe in you. I love you. I care for you. And I want nothing more but for you to be prosperous and great this time. So this call's a little bit short, but it's very sweet. If anybody has anything to say, please come off of mute. I feel like I've talked enough. So I would love to hear from you all.
I would say thank you for being transparent with us. One of my weaknesses is wearing my heart on my sleeve. Sometimes people think I'm very nice, and they take advantage of that niceness. One of my strengths is being very creative. Also, yeah.
Well, I want to thank you so much for sharing. And from a fellow person that also wears her heart on her sleeves, I would just say embrace it. I don't feel like it's a weakness. I feel like it's a strength that you're able to show your heart, because a lot of people aren't. At the end of the day, people are afraid of their heart. And the fact that yours is not even caged by your chest, by your ribs, that it's just out there, means that you love in a different way, and the world will be grateful for your love. So I would just say embrace it, and I'm glad that you were able to share. Anybody else?
Hey y'all, it's Success. I'm just I'm just like, I know God is doing some real magical things right now, because I just feel a different energy completely coming over me. And like you said, how we are with things. I've been up all night working, and just learned my grandmother had just transitioned, and it's kind of like you still have to continue. My daughter's having a graduation party. I have like so many things, but somehow there's still a piece in me to where I know, what I need to do and have the strength, to do it. So I'm so grateful and thankful for that, because I know how some things can definitely wipe you out. And, I still made the call. I told Michael Collier to reschedule him, because my eyes and my look ain't the right look right now to be on camera. But I'm still going to handle that, as well as, I just got the best deal that I've had all year to do something that I've been wanting to do. But, when that happens, sometimes something else happens. Like when they say, when you're going through some of the trying times, that's when some of the best things are about to happen in your life.
absolutely right. And I just want to tell you my deepest and sincerest prayers go out to you and your family for your grandmother's transition. I know that that is something that everybody takes in a different way. So, with everything that's happening, with all the blessings that are happening in your life, if I can be that strong, tough love that tell you to, honor her and love her, but also honor yourself because she would want you to. And don't hold back on all the blessings that are coming your way because of something that might be distracting you, which sounds a little insensitive, but that is not what I mean at all. I just want the best for you. And I know that your grandmother would also want the best for you. So it's just like a little bit of tough love that sounds a little insensitive, but I promise you all my emotions are here and I love you. Success. Anybody else?
Hey, hi, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. So, that is true. Success, I understand what you're going through because my grandmother was my grandmother was my all. She was my everything. And when she transitioned a couple of years ago, it really had me thinking, how am I supposed to pick up where she left off? She was the minority of our family. She was the head. And she left some pretty big shoes to fill. But I could always hear her telling me, you got this. So I'm gonna tell you, you got this. You know, you got this. And she's always to tell me, the more you cry, the stronger you get. So if you gotta cry, that's only strength that's coming in you. You got this, and you're gonna be just fine. Believe it or not, she right there with you, walking beside you, smiling and saying, that's her baby. Because my grandmother used to always tell me, she didn't care about nobody on this earth. She put her trust in me. And if she trusted me enough to carry on her legacy, your grandmother is trusting you enough to carry on that legacy. You got it, girl. You got it. You got that strength more than you realize. More than you realize. And trust me when I tell you, she gonna come back to you and she gonna be saying some things to you and you gonna be like, wait, what? I know, because I'm experiencing. And my grandmother's been going for 11 years now. So I'm just telling you that. This was a good call today, Dominique. Reflection and direction. That's how I'm gonna put it. Because you got to reflect on where you went, where you coming from in order for you to get to where you need to be. For me, my strength is I learned to inspire people. I learned to elevate, lift people up in more ways possible. But I learned to be that within myself. So if I learn to inspire myself, I can learn to inspire the world. If I learn to talk with the positive talk, I can talk positivity to the world. If I learn to act that positivity way with spiritualness in it, then I could show people how they need to go. Because at the end of the day, I am my brothers and my sisters' keeper. I learned that. And so when God put me on this earth, he gave me an assignment. And I'm supposed to do what it is that he called me to do. So when my sisters and brothers are hurting, I'm not to judge, I'm to see how I can help, to uplift you, to put you in a better place, in a better space. My weakness is, I get pissed off real easily. You piss me off, I'm done. I have no rep for you. If you do something stupid and I think it's a dumb move, man, I ain't got no time for you. I don't. So patience is what I'm truly learning in that category. I mean, really, if you piss me off, I'm sorry. You're going to see the lion come out and I'm getting ready to tear you up. But patience is what I need. And it brings me back to 1 Corinthians 13, love, hope, and faith. But the greatest one is love. And you got to have love within yourself to be able to give it to the world. So I'm learning that patience thing. It ain't easy because I'm going to tell you now, a sister will knock you out. You piss me off, I will knock you out. Take you out like it ain't nothing to it. Seriously. So I'm learning that I still got to hold on to a little bit of it because, people like to try me because I'm short. But at the end of the day, because I'm short don't mean anything. I still will knock you out. But I'm going to do it in such a spiritual way to where as though you're never going to see it coming. So that's what I gotta work on.
I was trying so hard not to laugh once I came off of mute, but that's exactly what I was about to tell you though, Miss Tracy. The thing about it is you need to start beating ass more in the spirit, because all that when you get mad, all that is your passion. You are such a passionate person. The compassion and the passion that you hold is on the level of God. And the reason why you get so upset with people is because you want the best for them. You want more for them. You expect more for them because they have the potential to be great. So you kind of upset or confused as to why they're trying to play you because you know what's up. So I would say just to whip that ass in the spirit, because that's the best way to teach people. And it's the best way to teach yourself patience, because then the ball is out of your court. Now it's God's time to work on them versus, them working on your nerves. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for being transparent. Thank you so much for the word from my sister. I appreciate it. My sister's success. Anybody else?
Hey, peace and blessings, fam. I'm kind of late getting to the call. Happy Friday, TGI Friday, all those good things. So I'm thinking that we're speaking of what is our strengths and our weaknesses, right? So I'm going to throw one out there that I think is both let's say the negative first, a weakness, but also a strength is my stubbornness, aka persistence. It's hard for me to change my mind. For everybody, we know about that FOMO state. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're still following on. You're being hard headed. Kind of take a little time to follow the rules. But we're working on that. We're doing better with that. Not having so much FOMO. But how the strength is that I'm not so quick to change my mind. Once I'm steady and I'm focused on something, I can block out everybody and everything and be totally focused on it. I got people that's tagged with me, some friends, I'm not going to go into detail, that just totally cut me off because I was not paying them enough attention because I'm focused. I'm stubborn on my path right now. I don't have time to deal with what you got going on because I'm focused on me. So that to me is both a strength and a weakness, and I'm working on it being more of a strength than a weakness, being open-minded, not being so quick to just be stuck in my ways and not be open to change, because change is a hard thing. Being a tourist, being the full-blood tourist that I am, it's hard to change. Very hard. It sounds simple, but it can be very difficult for me. So I've been really working on that and developing my ability to be able to shift when I need to, shift my awareness when I need to, and not be stuck in old past beliefs, old past fears, old past sorrows, or old past any BS, period. So that's what we own. That's my time. Happy Friday. Go butter, baby.
Happy Friday, Cocoa Butter. I'm very proud of everybody for acknowledging their strengths and weaknesses. This is such a beautiful elevation call. I'm very happy and grateful that we're able to have these moments where we can grow and not just learn. Does that make sense? It's great to learn. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it's not, but it's also great to grow. Like sometimes we take so many notes, but we don't ever go back and look at our notes. That's how we know if we're growing, is we have exceeded or under the understanding of what we wrote, if we've surpassed that point. So anyway, sorry, I'm getting hecka deep. Anybody else? I think that Isis actually did drop off the line, which is okay. She normally has something to say, but I just want to encourage everybody to go into this next week and own that shit. And I did so good. I didn't cuss this whole time. Ass doesn't count. Own it. Own it, because we are definitely in a shift. And I would say stand on top of it. The ground is going to be moving with underneath us, but find the balance in yourself. And that's what the whole exercise of strengths and weaknesses was about, because it is about to be a completely new shift that we're entering in the month of June. And it's going to be a little bit of turbulence, or, heavy waves, or whatever you want to say. The current is out. But I want you guys to find the stability in yourselves and know that I believe in you guys, because I do. And I'm sorry for isolating, because I do that, but I am working towards, mandatory fun. And it's going to be mandatory when we get to Mexico. Just know it's going down. Ash Cheeks will be out. We will be promoting. It's going to be great. The sun is going to be shining. Oh, I cannot wait. So, yes, I love y'all. And peace and blessings. I'm going to end this call, but not my love for you all. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I can't wait to see you guys on the Sunday call. If you are in Atlanta, there is an event tonight at 6. I believe that Chad is hosting. And if not, I'll see you guys at the beaches and the banks. Have a blessed one. Bye now.